Okay, welcome back. This is going to be part 2. Basically, after them 5 levels, I've got quite a few more things. We finished around here somewhere. I think we was on critical efficiency last time. I've jumped up and picked up Kotal Shell, which is basically the Shaman Earth Shield. So keep that on tank all the time. Doesn't cost anything to put it on, no heat or anything. So just keep that on constantly. Got 10 charges, last 5 minutes, so keep that on the tank when you see it drop off. This here is a great little thing, proactive medicine. It means every time that you use healing scan down here, it puts a dot on the target, healing them over 9 seconds. So every time you use healing scan, you get a little extra heal there. And also remember, because of critical efficiency, every time you use healing scan, you drop the heat cost of this by half, I believe. Yeah, by 16, so yeah, it's about half. Reactive armor I just took as a Ding 33. Basically every time you heal with healing scan, you activate proactive medicine, which activates this, which gives them 10% more armor. So every time you heal the tank, you give them 10% more armor with healing scan. So that's just something to bear in mind. I'm going to show you the rotation now that I use when I'm healing. I use a different bar. This is what I use when I'm leveling, because it's got all my death from above and all that abilities. But when I'm healing, I go to number 3, and I've got all the nice concise buttons here. Another ability that we got, I think it was a level 30 when I finished Act 1, was the Shaft Flare, which basically removes threat from you. So if the tank runs in, does his AoE thing but doesn't grab one of them, and you heal him, you're going to get the aggro. Just use that and it'll just spread straight back onto the tank usually then. So it's good to have on the hotbar. Also, another thing that I keep seeing when I've been in groups before is healers sit really far back. We have a really good view of the battlefield, so use anything you can to help out. If you see something coming in that's going to cause a problem, CC it. You've got the tools, use them. Even if it's just for a split second, you can use electro dart on them. Only works for 4 seconds, but that 4 seconds can save a wipe or anything. So make sure that when you're healing, you're not just focused on the bars that are sitting here. You've got to be looking around. And another thing, I'll show you in a minute. Don't wait for the heat to get to 0 before you start healing. As you're casting, it will still be cooling down. It doesn't stop the regeneration of the cooling. So when it's at like 10, start casting, because by the time you finish the spell, it'll be down to 0 anyway. We're going to heal this dude over here. He's been sentenced to go to prison by these 2 guards. It's quite a little funny thing. So first of all, make sure you always keep up Kotal Shell on him. There you go, he's got 10 charges there. Another thing I didn't mention before was that supercharged gas also does reduce your heat very slightly. And the basic aim for us bounty hunters when we're healing is to keep these 4 up, which is your charge. As you can see there, it says heat dissipation is fast at the minute. You lose 5 heat per second, which is great, and that's what we want to keep it at. As you go further up here, I think it starts at like 50, it'll start dropping down 1, and then every 10 after that, I think, or 25 after that, it will remove the others. So the whole point is to try and keep this at 4, that way it keeps a fast generation, a regeneration on your heat, which means you can more efficiently heal. Just remember that this does do the heat. So if you feel you've dropped into the 3 and you've got supercharge up, it's time to start using it anyway before you start running out of heat. But don't forget, you've also got vent heat as well. Just be mindful of your heat. That's the whole point when you're playing a bounty hunter, is to try and keep it down on the low side, because you never know what's going to happen on the next pull. Well, let's charge up our supercharged gas, remembering that rapid scan does give 6, but don't ever stop firing on the target. I get 150 healing out of every time I hit Q, which is what I've banned it to. So as the tank's running around, constantly be doing this, because you don't need to stop for this. You can be running around, constantly firing on him, and he's constantly getting healed. So just remember that. Now, if shit hits the fan, then what you want to be doing is you want to be hitting supercharged gas, which removes this cooldown, like I explained in the other video, so that you can constantly use healing scan and then go to rapid scan. It's a waste if you keep using healing scan. Rapid scan only costs another 0.5 seconds to cast, but it also heals for a hell of a lot more. And once you use healing scan, because of this talent here, it will reduce the cost of this down. So it's always efficient to use healing scan to rapid scan, healing scan to rapid scan, like that, constantly like that. Not forgetting that healing scan will also give you this buff here and this buff here eventually. So every time you heal the target with a healing scan, that's not healing scan, this is healing scan, you'll see it go up onto him. That, and he's also got the armor as well. And also, it comes onto me, the buff does, critical efficiency there, which lowers the cost of this. Which basically means you can pretty much spam these two buttons as much as you want, because look, by the time it gets back, bang, it's done. Just remember that you are on a 9-second cooldown on here. So if you need to, you can use rapid scan without it, no problem. But you'll be firing all the time as well. So just so long as you keep firing, you keep Cold Shield up, which is E for me, or it's down there for when I'm using DPS stuff in case I ever need it. That's why I've got it twice. Then once you use this is your oh shit button really. At least for now anyway. It means you can go straight to number 2, then to number 1, then back to number 2, and then to number 1, and you'll see that the heat kind of stays down quite nicely. It's nice and efficient. Now once that wears off, go back to shooting, and you'll get this back up to 30 in no time, and you can do it all over again. Now, one other thing that I forgot to mention last time, well, forgot to show it last time, was just after you do this, keep an eye on this here, because as it gets really close to the edge, like after this next heal, if you can get it off in time, drop that down, and you'll get a shield look. That reduces damage by 10%. So it's always good to use Cold Missile right at the end of supercharged. It helps with the mitigating damage as well. The next time you put healing scan on will also give them another 10% armor. So everything helps. One thing I didn't go over before was the gear that you require as a healer. Your main stat for Bounty Hunter anyway is aim. Gives you the healing power tech. Now also aim does give you crit, so as you're leveling up and you see it, try and pick up power instead, as power gives you straight healing rather than crit. So power will increase your healing more. I'm not sure what role crit will have for Bounty Hunters, because we can heal on the move, we're quite efficient, so we'll see how critical healing affects later on in the game. But for now you want to be aiming for aim and power. Endurance not so much, but it comes hand in hand anyway. As you can see, everything kind of comes with it. So the main spells, the main stats you need is aim, power, endurance. Tech power comes on your weapons, which you get anyway, and same as these here, just try and get aim and power in these as well. I've got an earpiece, it's in my bag somewhere I think. That's a very bad one though. What the hell, we'll use it for now. And that's it for this video. This was part 2. If you need to watch that again, just keep watching the rotation video. You'll find that the heat can stay down so long as you keep using Q. It doesn't seem like it heals for a lot, but if you keep doing it, you'll be surprised. Even when it crits, look, crits up for 100 nearly. So yeah. Thanks for watching, and I shall put another one up soon. Goodbye.